What's up, everyone? This is Josh Room. Today I want to talk about how your magnesium supplement could actually be working against your adrenal glands or adrenal gland health. But before we jump in, as always, please like this video, show us a little support. Please hit that notification button and subscription button because every single Wednesday we release a video and you will be the first to get notified. And that's important, right? So let's jump in. Now, of course, in the state of affairs in our society, as well as living beyond our means, maybe writing checks that our body can't cash, it's human behavior. We're always going to jump to supplements, right? It's much easier. It takes less energy than actually creating change and looking at what's not serving us, right? It takes way less energy just to grab the supplement. Of course, one of a very popular supplements that's going around is magnesium. Why? Because it's important for ATP. It's important for enzymatic reactions. It's calming to the nervous system, right? And there's a lot of hype going on, but there's a huge problem, right? Because when we're stressed, or chronically stressed, I should say, the cell's gonna hold on to too much sodium. We're gonna release too much potassium. Magnesium's gonna follow, and then over time, we're gonna lose a ton of sodium. It just depends where you fall on that stress spectrum. Are you $10 in debt? Are you $1 million in debt, right? So stress causes magnesium loss. Magnesium loss causes electrolyte confusion. Electrolyte confusion causes energy loss. Energy loss causes cell death. Cell death causes inflammation. Inflammation causes calcification. That is the spectrum of disease, of inflammation or calcification, or whatever you want to call it, right? Now, remember that nature is all about balance. It's all about balance in so many different ways. When you talk about the human body, it's all about balance when you talk about minerals, right? So the ratio for the adrenal glands, the two minerals that really regulate the adrenal glands, is sodium and magnesium. And the ratio should be 4-to-1, right? 4-to-1, sodium to magnesium. So here comes the problem, right? You are stressed. You want to take the supplement. Everyone's selling it. Everyone's doing it. Magnesium glycinate, malate, bicarbonate. Who cares, right? You start taking the supplement, you're taking more and more, but you're in a low resilient state, right? You're releasing potassium. Maybe you've done an HTMA. Everyone has low potassium. Maybe you have a lot of sodium in your cell. You're inflamed. You feel inflamed. You have histamine responses. You have an immune system issue, a thyroid issue, whatever it may be. Or you've done an HTMA and you see your sodium's low, which is super common, right? And those are actually the two most important minerals that need to be focused on first, not magnesium. Because here's the thing, if you regulate that sodium, potassium within or outside the cell, by changing what you eat, when you eat, how you live, you're reducing the stress response. You're going to reduce the magnesium burn rate, right? So if you regulate those, magnesium will naturally go up and you don't even need the supplement. But that's a whole nother discussion in itself. So you have these minerals that are low. Remember, nature's all about balance, and the ratio of sodium and magnesium for the adrenals should be 4-to-1. So you start taking the supplement, right? Now, I'm not talking about food source. I'm not talking about mineral drops or magnesium lotion. I'm talking about the supplement form, right? You start taking the supplement form. The problem is now you're creating electrolyte confusion. You're inversing the ratio. So now you're making it 4-to-1 magnesium to sodium. Remember, electrolyte confusion causes energy loss, which causes inflammation, right? Calcification. So you're creating more stress in your system, more stress in the adrenal glands. You're going to waste more sodium and potassium, and you're actually doing more harm than good to your body. Yes, you do a magnesium red blood cell. It shows that you're a 6 or a 7. Great. The problem is you're not looking at your HTMA. You're not looking at what's going on inside the cell. And 99% of the time, what you're going to see is low sodium and potassium, or super high sodium and low potassium, which is, it's the same thing. You're stressed. It just depends where you fall on that spectrum, right? Are you $100 in debt or $1 million in debt? Or your magnesium is going to be really low or super high. The burn rate is just, you're burning, you're chronically stressed, or you're pittering out, right? So you can't just take the supplement and do magnesium red blood cell. You got to look at the HTMA and magnesium red blood cell to see the serum and what's going on inside the cell, because you would see that you're doing more stress to the system. And by taking the supplement, all you're doing is creating a perfect lab, but not a perfect physiological state. And in balance with the nature, you're creating more electrolyte confusion. So the question is, what do you do? Well, the most important thing is really to understand that cortisol is inbound, the adrenal glands aren't bad, and that when there's information being expressed about the body, we need to listen. And the body is saying, you need to change how you're living a little bit, maybe go slow. Look at the things that aren't serving you. Maybe it's your work schedule, your gym schedule, a million different things. Maybe you're not taking enough me time. Maybe you don't do a hobby. Maybe you're not enjoying life. You need to create change. Also with what you're eating, when you're how you're eating. A lot of people say, I eat clean, I eat organic. Well, that's great. But you don't know how many calories you're eating. You don't know if you're eating in a frequency to meet your metabolic needs, right? And that is the most important piece, because when you do that, you de-stress the system. Now you cause the cells to leach out a little sodium and pull in more potassium, which is going to decrease the magnesium burn rate, take the burden off your adrenals, strengthening the adrenal thyroid relationship, allow your body to produce energy, allow your body to produce antioxidants, and get you out of this inflammatory state. So now you decompensate from calcification, inflammation, and oxidative stress, and now you're producing energy. Now you're putting money in the bank and creating a more resilient state, right? So the first step is lifestyle and food. And along the way, if you want to use mineral drops from a magnesium, or you want to use, magnesium lotion, that is okay. But I would not add a magnesium supplement in until you've been doing the work within your life and your nutrition for a good 4 to 6 months, or you've done an HTMA and you have normal sodium potassium levels. So as always, if you have questions, put them in the comments below. Appreciate your support and for always tuning in. I'm out. Peace.